general sense around bunkers that's very individualistic.
It's not just paranoia anymore. It's a luxury investment. Picture this. You step into an elevator, but instead of going up to a penthouse, you descend deep beneath the earth. Steel walls give way to Italian marble. Dim tunnels become art-lit halls. Instead of canned goods and dusty oxygen tanks, you're met with champagne-stocked bars, biometric locks, and climate-controlled art vaults. A subterranean paradise, designed not to survive the end of the world, but to enjoy it. While the rest of the world spirals into uncertainty, war, pandemics, natural disasters, political unrest, and climate collapse, the ultra-wealthy are taking drastic measures. They're not fleeing to the hills, they're going underground. This is the rise of the billionaire doomsday bunker, a booming industry you weren't supposed to see. But today, we're opening the vault. Part 1. The rush beneath the earth. Over the past decade, the global demand for private luxury bunkers has surged by more than 700%. And this isn't prepping like you've seen on TV. These aren't the rusted, claustrophobic fallout shelters of the 1950s. These are 21st century fortresses, designed by the same minds behind 7-star hotels and palatial estates. We're talking about subterranean residences that rival the Ritz-Carlton in luxury, only safer and infinitely more secretive. Built beneath New Zealand sheep farms, Colorado mountains, or even hidden beneath historic London townhomes, these bunkers are feats of engineering and excess. Inside, you'll find Olympic-sized indoor swimming pools, IMAX-ready home cinemas, vertical hydroponic farms for year-round fresh produce, wine cellars that stretch the length of a subway tunnel, full medical wings equipped for surgeries and viral outbreaks, private gyms, spas, yoga studios, and even underground stables. These bunkers aren't just prepared for catastrophe. They're designed for comfort, even pleasure, while chaos unfolds above. And they're protected like military installations. Layered concrete walls, bulletproof garages, biometric vaults, decontamination chambers, satellite surveillance systems, and yes, escape tunnels that lead to secret helicopter pads, hidden lakes, or private airstrips. This isn't prepping anymore. This is prestige. Part 2. The hidden industry making it happen. Behind the scenes, a new breed of companies has risen to meet elite demand. Oppidum, a European firm offering fully customized private fortified estates. They promise luxury bunkers so lavish you might forget the world ended. Rising S Company.
One man's vision of the ultimate survival retreat has become a reality. The Survival Condo is a luxurious underground bunker, complete with every imaginable amenity and designed.
Based in Texas, this company began with steel storm shelters and now constructs multi-million-dollar underground complexes for celebrities, athletes, and politicians. Vivos Group, one of the most controversial players. They've converted Cold War-era missile silos into luxury co-living bunkers for the ultra-wealthy. These companies cater to a specific clientele, not just wealthy, but ultra-wealthy. Think Fortune 500 CEOs, hedge fund founders, cryptocurrency moguls, former royalty, and political insiders. Many use shell companies or trusts to keep their bunker investments secret. The pricing, it ranges from $500,000 for a basic prepper pod to over $100 million for a fully autonomous underground mansion. Designers now specialize in subterranean wellness, installing mood lighting, artificial skylines, forest simulations, and even robotic pets to help bunker dwellers forget they're beneath 100 feet of concrete and steel. This underground industry isn't niche anymore, it's quietly booming, and it's already reshaping the way the rich plan for the future. Part 3. Who's escaping and why? So who exactly is investing in these hidden underground fortresses? The list reads like a dystopian Billionaires version of Forbes. Peter Thiel, PayPal co-founder and influential investor, bought a massive tract of land in New Zealand. Insiders suggest he has a fully off-grid bunker on site. Mark Zuckerberg, according to local reports in Hawaii, has developed multiple panic shelters on his sprawling island estate, complete with underground passages. Reid Hoffman, co-founder of LinkedIn, openly stated that New Zealand is where the smart money is going for survival. Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk are investing heavily in off-grid infrastructure, from self-sufficient power systems to massive land holdings in remote areas. And then there's the quiet class, unnamed billionaires, international royalty, crypto whales, black ops contractors, and even influential politicians who have secured space in decommissioned missile silos and retrofitted Arctic stations. Some have bunkers built directly under their homes, others bought them in secluded regions with private air access. A few even created created floating bunkers on mega yachts, ready to vanish into international waters at a moment's notice. But here's the truth, these aren't just escape plans, they're continuity blueprints. Plans to not just survive disaster, but to own what comes after it. In a world where governments collapse, currencies crumble, and civilization resets, those with bunkers aren't just safe, they're in control.
Is the long story of the facts.
Part 4. What are they preparing for? Now we reach the heart of it all, the question that haunts every vault door and biometric scanner. What exactly do the rich know that we don't? They're not all fearing the same thing, but the fears they do share paint a chilling picture. Global pandemics. Virus could crash economies and overwhelm nations in weeks. What would a deadlier one do? Climate collapse, rising sea levels, wildfires, unpredictable storms, heat waves, crop failures. A growing number of wealthy individuals now see climate change as a now problem, not a future one. Civil unrest. From political riots to economic protests, the ultra-rich know their wealth makes them targets, especially if systems fail. Cyber warfare and AI. As artificial intelligence advances and digital threats grow, the threat of blackouts, financial collapses, or automated attacks becomes very real. Nuclear conflict. With rising global tensions, especially between superpowers, nuclear conflict, once unthinkable, is back on the table. Some also fear economic collapse, supervolcanoes, asteroid impacts, or even rogue AI takeovers. It may sound like sci-fi, until you remember many of these people are on the boards of AI companies, defense firms, and global banks. The bunker is not just protection, it's a hedge, a bet that something is coming, and that most people will be caught off guard when it does.
He lives here in Trondheim because he studies here, so I'm here to visit her.
Part 5. When morality goes underground. Let's step back, because what makes this trend so disturbing isn't just the tech, the wealth, or the secrecy. It's the philosophy behind it. While the global elite construct billion-dollar sanctuaries underground, the rest of the world is told to prepare with bottled water, duct tape, and prayers. During COVID, we saw what disaster does to supply chains, to medical systems, to basic human decency. Now imagine a bigger disaster, one that lasts not weeks, but years. Critics call it luxury escape capitalism, where the wealthy quietly fund systems to dodge the consequences of a world they help destabilize. Climate change, inequality, war, automation, in many cases they profit from these very forces. Then they build underground fortresses to ride out the storm. And it gets darker. Some bunkers now include virtual reality nature simulators, simulating seasons, forests, beaches, and sunsets. Cryogenic chambers to freeze genetic material, embryos, and even themselves. AI mental health companions, digital therapists to fight bunker-induced depression. DNA banks, preserving elite bloodlines for future cloning or population rebirth. Simulated cities with artificial skylines, mood lighting, and synthetic birdsong. These are not temporary shelters. They are replacement worlds.
Billionaires will certainly spend money, but they'll spend money if it gets them a return. A yacht is a great example. A yacht is incredibly expensive, but they have them because it's an investment in future business.
Part 6. A new kind of class divide. The richest people on Earth no longer compete for yachts or private islands. The new status symbol is far more primal. Who gets to survive? We're entering a future where survival itself is being privatized. Not just water or food, but air, safety, and time. In a collapse scenario, there are no ambulances, no governments, no rescue helicopters. There's only what you've prepared and what you can afford. When the lights go out, will you be in line for clean water or drinking Cristal underground? Will you be fighting for a loaf of bread or dining on imported Wagyu from your bunker chef? What happens when the elite descend into their doomsday palaces and wait for the rest of us to fall? Part 7. What happens after the end? Let's say the worst happens. Nuclear war, a viral pandemic, AI rebellion, civilization crumbles, and months or years later, the billionaires emerge. What world will they come back to? What happens when a handful of billionaires with resources, tech, and no accountability emerge into a lawless landscape? They won't be rebuilding democracy, they'll be rebuilding power on their terms. Some tech elites have even discussed bunker governance systems, rules for re-establishing order. One plan reportedly included shot callers for security staff to ensure loyalty. The idea isn't just about safety, it's about control. When the world ends, the rich don't just want to survive, they want to own what comes next. The future is already buried. If you've made it this far, you're not just watching passively, you're thinking, and that's exactly what we're here for at Elite Luxuries. We don't just showcase gold-plated jets and custom-built islands. we dig deeper, exposing the cracks beneath the luxury and the unsettling truths hidden below the glitter. So here's the question. If money were no object, would you build a bunker? Would you disappear into comfort and concrete, waiting for the world to tear itself apart? Or would you stay above, take your chances, and fight for something better? Because whether we like it or not,